The 6th different offensive line combination in 6 games. And on first down, the carry for Hayward going nowhere.
They've struggled so far this season.
To the air for the first time, Lewerke. Sowards with the catch. 4 receivers on 3rd and 5. Sowards in motion for Michigan State. Lewerke on the roll. And that's a first down. Complete. Here's Hayward. A little crease. And Hayward with a good, strong first down run.
From Connor Hayward. You see him right there running through tackles. Kevin, we're on the...
Hayward again on 2nd down, and Hayward gets a first down in the Penn State territory. Didn't want to be the first team that Michigan State got the run game going against. Lewerke with pressure, swings it to Hayward out of the backfield. And good. 2nd down and 9. 4-man pressure, looking for Davis. On 3rd down, delayed blitz. Lewerke's receiver Davis stuck
by Oruwariye, but it makes you nervous as a quarterback when you try to hit.
Good stuff for the Spartans. Ladarius Jefferson in at running back. Lewerke to throw on first down. Floats it to the sideline with a tight end.
Refs are looking at. And the ref is in great position to see that.
Well, maybe I should get my normal response.
Confirmed, completed catch, first down.
My normal response might be, I'm really not sure.
On first down at the Spartan 49. Here's Jefferson, first carry. On 2nd and 5, Jefferson smacked in the backfield by Sharif Milton. 6. We've got the Huskers next week against the Gophers on BTN, trying to get that elusive first win. Gophers fell today to Ohio State. Lewerke to the air, too tall.
A little bit.
Just the look from Hat Cam.
Hat Cam gives us awesome on-the-field vision here of the game.
It's Jefferson in at running back. Lewerke, Davis with his first catch, and Felton Davis. David Blount, that's his name. That name again. Sorry. Simpsons times. Thanks a lot, Mike Hall. 1st and 10. Jefferson churning forward to the...
This is the 6th straight game, a 6th different starting lineup for this offensive line. Matt Allen's got to be one of those leaders for this offense to have success today.
No question. He has to be. Here comes pressure up the middle against that offensive line. Looking for Davis. Underthrown. He makes the adjustment.
Well, Brian Lewerke puts the ball on the back shoulder. Really a nice throw. And Davis...
Movement up front. And 3rd and 8, about to become 3rd and 13.
False start. Offense. Number 70. 5-yard penalty.
Davis at the top of the screen for Michigan State. Steady will go to the middle. Chambers couldn't pull it in off the tip.
Ups now by Michigan State wide receivers. The official had a good look at that drop there by Cam Chambers, who, as you mentioned, Kev, he was starting to come along in this offense, starting to make some plays, much needed, as well as they've had injuries.
That has had consistent pressure throughout the season. Can they create more on Lewerke? He'll keep it himself and try to get to the edge, and he does. And Lewerke's going to have a first down.
Yeah, they're trying to figure out ways to incorporate his athleticism. The defensive coordinator for Penn State, Brent Pry, was telling us that he...
Hayward on first down. And Hayward with 4 coming from Michigan State, James. Second and 6, Lewerke off play action. And Lewerke with a little miscommunication. Quick toss, and Sowards can't pull it in.
Far. The drops are really disappointing so far. You got to make some plays to try to get a big win on the road.
And Hunt, it's a fake. And going the other way is Hayward, and Hayward steps out of bounds.
On the edge, and a nice job by Hayward. And watch this, if he's able to keep his balance, there's nobody there.
Jefferson on first down. And now Hayward going to throw. Looking deep for Chambers, who's got it. And Chambers down to the 1.
You see the give to Hayward, and he pulls up. Just throws up a prayer, it seems like.
Holding. Defense.
It's Ladarius Jefferson, the running back, on first and goal for 1. And it's Jefferson who gets the carry, and it's Jefferson driving to the goal line, and he's... Jefferson again, driving this time over the right side. The ball pops out. The ball is out.
To the top of your screen. There's the ball out. Yep.
Boy.
Michigan State very fortunate to get that ball back. Now, you got to be able to get a yard if you're a power football team.
They'll try with a sneak. I don't think he got any, didn't. And now a flag in behind the play. The flag thrown in the end zone as he's stacked up inside the 1.
After the play was over, dead ball on sportsmanlike conduct. Defense number 69.
Down.
Jefferson will try again. A flag down in the end zone as Jefferson turns and churns to the stadium. On first down, the carry for Connor Hayward, and Hayward to the 26.
We've seen some of that skill and versatility already this first half.
Second and 6. Lewerke flushed, and Lewerke runs it. 1 for 6 on third down today. Lewerke, quick toss, fingertip grab, nowhere to go.
Long run. They've done a pretty good job in that area.
Jefferson the single back with Sokol in motion. On second down, the toss play to Jefferson, trying to get the edge, and he won't get there.
Look up here. He's going to jump inside. Soward make a nice tackle. Good form tackle.
0 for their last 6 on third down. Lewerke on the rollout, incomplete. Again, it's Reed.
And John Reed was going for it. You can see his arms out. He's trying to get that pick. And Soward's body just...
No Cam Chambers. And the injury woes continue for Michigan State as Lewerke looking for somebody to throw to. Can't get it to Davis. 7. Second and 10. Tried to dump it short. And right in the middle of your screen.
Third and 10, Kevin. This crowd's going to get into it down here in the student section.
Lewerke has to back up. And Lewerke has to throw it away.
Holding. Defense. 10-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Look on the right side there.
Well, let's look on the right side of the screen. See if this is Cam Brown. He's in coverage on the back. On Tanya, that's where you get caught with a holding penalty.
Both Hayward and Bridges in the backfield. And Lewerke will keep.
Woody Hayes, one of the legendary coaches in the Big Ten.
Second down and 8. Lewerke, quick toss. It's Larice Nelson who's tapped.
11 yards to the 39.
3-man rush. Finds Sowards, who drops the foot. Play clock's at 2. Lewerke with 1 gets the snap. And Lewerke with some room to run. Lewerke with a first down in Penn State day for Michigan State. Lewerke into all kinds of traffic. Look at all.
I mean, you look at all the guys around him.
Second down.
There's trusting your arm, and then there's being reckless. That time,
Dotson in motion on second down. Little sprint option. Lewerke wanted to pitch, but he could not. On 3rd and 12. Lewerke under heat. Lewerke in trouble, and it's Gross Matos again.
nice job by Gross Matos. Look at him using his hands, getting inside, and then to have the strength with one hand.
This will line up to the right of Lewerke to the top of your screen. Keep an eye on him. That's where they're going. And that one almost intercepted by Overly.
All week long, as you watch him lay out here, oh, he had 2 hands on it. That would have been, T. Owuare was challenged all week long in practice.
21 scrimmage plays this year for Felton Davis of 10 yards or more, but they've held him in check today. 2nd and 10. Lewerke with pressure coming, and he's sacked. That's where he would trust Matt Coughlin, so they're going to need a little bit more yardage before Coughlin would come out, especially with the wind. Lewerke hoping to keep this one going on 3rd and 17. And Lewerke just going to run it. And Lewerke out. From the 26 on 1st down, Lewerke to the air. And there's Chambers with the catch. And Chambers has a starting to get it moving a little bit.
Yeah, both Iowa and Wisconsin still have to face this team, Penn State, later on this season.
Lewerke's pass is tipped, trying to get Dave. 2nd down and 10 at the 36. Trying to find some room is Hayward, and Hayward's going nowhere thanks to Cam Brown. 3rd down and 12 at the 34. 5-man pressure. Lewerke throws. He's got his man open. It's Nelson, and Nelson with a 1st down.
In the space in the defense.
They were 1 for 10 on 3rd down in that first half. And now from midfield with Hayward in the backfield. And it's Hayward with the carry. And Hayward, well, I wondered the first time we met when you said, I'm the guy who recruited Cam Hayward. I thought that was an odd way to introduce yourself, but now that I see it's at the top of your resume. Lewerke may have to run this one. Nope, he'll throw late, and it's Davis with the catch on a knee. State's got something going here at the 36 at Penn State with a 1st down. It's Hayward with the carry. Hayward looking for a block, and now just turns. Chambers in motion on 2nd down. Lewerke being chased, and that one incomplete. He had
Going into this ball game.
both of his parents, incidentally, athletes in the Army. 3rd and 7. Lewerke. Cam Chambers deflected and intercepted by Garrett Taylor. Taylor tripped up at the 40-yard line.
But if you look at Chambers, he's looking back, and it does go off that right hand that looks more like a...
I don't imagine there is a little bit of frustration here. Missed opportunity, perhaps, on the short side option now. The quick pitch to Jefferson, and Jefferson gets a cup to Lewerke's left, which is to the bottom of the screen. He's that single to the bottom. On 2nd down, breaking a tackle is Jefferson and gets positive yardage. Good run by the freshman Ladarius Jefferson.
By the former Mr. Football and Gatorade Player of the Year out of the state of Michigan. Look at that. One, great vision to get back and realize where his blockers were. Keep fighting for extra yardage.
3rd and 2. Lewerke, flag down, and Lewerke's down. Short.
Holding defense, number 54. 10-yard penalty from the end of the run.
I'm just telling you, with how much the offensive line holds, you're going to call that on our guys.
You defensive guys. You, Millen, the linebackers are all the same. Lewerke, open, caught, down the sideline.
Dave Warner telling us he's one of those guys that does everything right. You can depend on him.
1st down from the 20 off play action. Lewerke with time. Open is Davis, and Davis at the pylon. 10-yard line. Lewerke, Davis, plucked that one out of the air and gets 5. Michigan State won that one last year, 27-24, in a game delayed 3 hours and 22 minutes by weather. Play clock is at 1. Lewerke on the short side option. The pitch goes out of bounds. Blitz coming in. First down and 10 at the 20, and it's Weston Bridges who fumbles the football.
So have been gone in history past. They've done it before. His message to this team, you can do it again today.
3 receivers and his top running back not here. Lewerke on the run, had to throw it away.
At home, making sure his kids see the big picture.
3rd and 11. Lewerke with pressure up the middle, and it's incomplete. Garrett Taylor with a dive out.
These wideouts are all banged up.
They'll run on first down. And on 2nd and 5. That was awkward. Lewerke, and that's incomplete to Jefferson. It's an incomplete pass. On 3rd down, flags are down. This play is not going to catch.
False start. Offense.
On 3rd and 10, Lewerke to the sideline, juggling. Circle the motion man. And the give is to Jefferson. And Jefferson twists to Trenton Gillison in for the first time at tight end for Michigan State. Pressure coming. Quick toss. It's Jefferson out of the backfield, and Jefferson fighting for the first. Jefferson on first down with a hole. Jefferson with a stiff arm, and Jefferson into the secondary. And Ladarius Jefferson.
In the past, he went in and tackled. These backs have gotten tackled by those open field tacklers. Nice job avoiding and getting a big play.
1st and 10 at the 26. Lewerke to the sideline. Like he was trying. Lewerke swings it to Hayward. And Hayward, 5:51 to go. And Lewerke on 3rd down has struggled, as has this team. Motion from Davis. Play action. Lewerke swings to Davis on the sideline, and he's out of bounds. Now on first down, down 3. Michigan State to work, and a pickup of 2 on the first. 2nd down and 8. Lewerke with pressure coming late, almost intercepted.
Pressure coming up the middle at the last second. Cam Brown, so Lewerke knows that his timing has to.
On 3rd and 8. Lewerke, a dart to Davis, first down.
Always coming up with big plays for the Spartans.
From the 35, a little pace. Lewerke hit the ball.